Hello and welcome to Daily Current Affairs by Ekam IAS. Today is 22nd June 2019 and the topic we are going to discuss is Rashtriya Gokul Mission, Project 15B, International Labour Organization ILO, International Civil Aviation Organization ICAO and Map-Aided Program and the previous year question edition series. So coming to the first topic, Rashtriya Gokul Mission. So this is in news because the funds have been sanctioned under Rashtriya Gokul Mission for setting up of Gokul Grams. So Gokul Gram will be cattle development centers. It is especially made for cattle development. So it's integrated cattle development centers. So fund has been allocated for making or setting up Gokul Grams, 21 Gokul Grams. So Rashtriya Gokul Mission, it is a focused project. It is mainly for bovine breeding of indigenous types. So it's a national program, it has a national identity and the main objective is to conserve the indigenous breed and in order to improve their genetic makeup, enhance the milk productivity, then distribution of disease-free high genetic merit bulls for natural service. Okay, so the implementation of Rashtriya Gokul Mission is being done through State Implementing Agency, SIA, State Implementing Agency, that is livestock development boards. So also the state Gau Seva Ayogs, they are also mandated to sponsor proposals to SIA in order to make a sponsored proposal or a better plan. So the scheme is implemented on 100% grant and aid from the central government throughout the country. Okay, so basically the bovine breeding program or Rashtriya Gokul Mission, it contains setting up of Gokul Grams. Then they'll also set up societies called as Gopalan Sangh, and they'll also provide awards to farmers called as Gopal Ratna and Kamadhenu, because it is in order to promote or encourage the farmers, and also establishment of field performance recording in breeding tract so that they can have a record of whatever is happening. And then assistance to institutions which are repository of best germ plasm, because you can actually store the bovine genes in order to make it disease resistant, etc. So best germ plasm is also under Rashtriya Gokul Mission. Then what is a Gokul Gram? So basically it's a breeding center or a cattle center. It acts as a center for development of indigenous breed. So they are being developed in the native breeding tracts or near metropolitan cities for housing the urban cattle, or it is even dependable source for supply of high genetic breeding stock to the farmers in who are working in this breeding tract. And it is self-sustaining and it will generate economic resources. So what all things will happen? Sale of milk will happen, organic manure will be produced, vermicomposting can be done, urine distillates can be made, and you can even produce electricity from biogas. So it is a total economic resource. Okay, it also functions as the state-of-art in-situ training center for farmers, breeders also, because they will also get training along with cattle centers or also breeding program. The farmers or the breeders are also getting trained for how to do this. Okay, so that's all you have to know about Rashtriya Gokul Mission. Next is Project 15B. So this is in news because in Visakhapatnam, that is Mumbai's Mazagon dock in Visakhapatnam, there is a ship called as INS Visakhapatnam. So there was a fire breakout in INS Visakhapatnam. So this is one among the Project 15B class. Okay, it's a stealth destroyer. So it is the Project 15B is a stealth guided missile destroyer. It is under Indian Navy. So it is known as Visakhapatnam class. Okay, and it has 4 ships. One is INS Visakhapatnam, which got fire breakout right now. Then INS Marmagoa, INS Imphal and INS Porbandar. Okay, so all the destroyers are being built by Mazagon Docks Limited in Mumbai. So these ships have been designed indigenously by Indian Navy's Directorate of Naval Design. Directorate of Naval Design is designing these ships for Indian Navy. Okay, they are situated in New Delhi. So the destroyers are an improved version of the Kolkata class. Kolkata class is project 15A. Okay, this is project 15B, that is Visakhapatnam class. So it will be like an improved version of the Kolkata class. And the project 15B destroyers, they incorporate new design concept, like they can include sea keeping, then stealth, then survivability, features like that. Then enhanced stealth features are there. They can, use radar, transparent deck fittings, and this make the ship unable to detect by the enemy ships. Okay, and P-15B ships will be equipped to carry and operate two multiple role helicopters as well. Okay, so the contract for the construction of 4 Project 15B destroyers were given in January 2011. So the project, it named INS Visakhapatnam. This was laid in 2013 and the vessel was launched in 2015. Okay, INS Marmagoa was launched in 2016, and the first ship is expected to enter into service in 2021. Okay, that's all you have to know. Then International Labour Organization, ILO. ILO is in news because they adopted this Me Too treaty against harassment at work. So the convention is a binding agreement on whichever government has ratified it. So it aims to protect the workers irrespective of what the work they are doing, if it is a contractual basis work or anything. So it will protect all the workers from harassment in workplaces. It also covers the work related tips, training, trips, social activities, communication and commutes. Okay, so ILO, it is basically an agency of United Nations. It is dedicated for the world of work. It was created in 1919 by the Treaty of Versailles Peace Treaty that was concluded after World War I. And after, winding up of League of Nations, ILO became the first specialized agency associated with UN. So it sets international labor standards, it promotes right at works, encourage decent employment opportunity, then social protection, then strengthening of work-related issues, dialogues on work-related issues. So it currently has 187 member states. Okay, so this has a tripartite governing structure. It has governments, employers and the workers. Okay, the secretariat is located in Geneva. Geneva is in Switzerland, and it has offices in more than 40 countries. An International Labour Conference, they meet once in a year to adopt new labour laws or standards, or how ILO should work. They'll have a budget and a work plan. All this is decided by International Labour Conference. Okay, and the governing body, or it is the Executive Council of ILO. Okay, so that's it. Next topic is International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, is in news because a senior bureaucrat was appointed as the representative of India in ICAO. Okay, so this is in Montreal, Canada. So that is why it is in news. The ICAO, it is again a specialized agency of United Nations. It is charged with coordinating and regulating international air travel. Okay, so it codifies the principles and techniques of international air navigation, and it will also develop plan of international air transport, and they are the body which ensure the safety and orderly growth of the civil aviation. Okay, so it was established in 1944, and it will be working according to the Chicago Convention on, that's the Convention on International Civil Aviation. And the headquarters, as I already told you, is in Montreal, Canada. Okay, so map aided program, we are again continuing with national parks, and only one more state is left, that is Tripura, and one union territory, Andaman and Nicobar. Rest is covered. Today I am taking national parks of Mizoram. Okay, so there are two national parks in Mizoram. One is Merlin National Park and next is Pangpui National Park. So Merlin National Park, the speciality of Merlin National Park is that only about 1% of the sun ray can penetrate into the forest on a sunny day. That means it's that much thick forest. Okay, it is generally compared to the forest of Amazon region. Okay, it is that thick, and some of the trees are found as old as 350 years. Okay, and there is an area in the park where not even a single ray can penetrate, and this area is known as the land of no return. Okay, because nobody, it said that nobody returns. Okay, it's that scary. And Kanfui National Park, it got its name from the Blue Mountain of Mizoram. It is the highest mountain peak in the state. It's called as Blue Mountain. It derived the name from this Blue Mountain. And the landscape, it is basically grasses. It has a wide variety of grasses. It's basically meadow. Okay, and the steep slope has orchids, rhododendrons and areas of bamboo. So, I have a question for you. There is a national park in South India where the only national park in South India where you can find rhododendron. Please comment in the comment section which national park is it. Okay. So, I have a picture attached to it. Please go through it. Okay. Next is PQRS. I'll read out the question. With reference to the agreement at UNFCCC meeting in Paris in 2015, which of the following statement are true? So, the agreement was signed by all the member countries of UN and it will go into effect in 2017. Is that a correct statement? Because all member countries of UN signing means 196 countries or 197 countries signing an agreement about UNFCCC is not possible because USA left, Canada, then New Zealand. Many people are opposing this. Okay, so that cannot be a right answer. So if you eliminate the option 1, you will be done with A and D and you are left with B and C. Now let's see. 2 is definitely right because it is there in the option. No other options there. So we'll read the second option. The agreement aims to limit the greenhouse gas emissions so that in average global temperature by the end of this century does not exceed 2 degrees Celsius or even 1.5 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial levels. So this is true. Okay, that is mentioned in the IPCC report as well. Okay, so the third statement, developed countries acknowledge their historical responsibility in global warming and committed to donate $1,000 billion a year from 2020 to help the developing countries. Think of it this way, the developed countries, UK, US, then Canada, Japan, these countries are giving $1,000 billion to the developing countries in order to cope up with climate change is a blunder. Okay, they have agreed to, collect around $100 billion, that is true, but again, $1,000 billion is a very huge amount. Okay, that statement itself has no meaning. So, we can eliminate that. So, the answer is true only. That's option B. Okay. So, I hope you enjoyed the session. If you have any doubts, please let me know. And don't forget to, Google about rhododendron and comment the national parks of South India where rhododendron is found. So, that's all for today, guys. Have a nice day. Thank you.